Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today, we are looking at Vast, the Mysterious Manor. From Leader Games. It plays 1 to 5 players, and its build is taking 60 to 120 minutes, but it can actually take longer. What it's about: this is a follow-up to the original Vast the Crystal Caverns games, and like its predecessor, it's an extremely asymmetric strategy game in which each player is trying to accomplish a different goal in a mansion. The paladin is trying to find and kill the spider. The skeletons are trying to corner and kill the paladin. The spider can shapeshift and then is trying to gain terror and escape. The manor shifts the map tiles in order to have its wraith be able to trace out a path for its rituals, and the warlock is trying to build up and then trigger a number of curses on treasures and poltergeists. The first player to meet the objective for their character immediately wins the game. So what I like the original Vast, this game is most novel and clever with just how asymmetric it is. Each of the roles plays quite differently and employs its own strategy, from the relatively straightforward hunting of the paladin to the chaining of the skeletons to the map even being manipulated by the manor. And so because of the asymmetry, the gameplay really shines best when you have all 5 players involved, though it does have modes for fewer players, usually by eliminating roles. And if you have the original Vast, you can mix it in and substitute roles from both of the games and even play on the other map. And like the original, this game has fantastic cartoon-like artwork by Kyle Farron that just makes the game a joy to look at. And the game now comes standard with minis in addition to standees for each of the roles. Now, points to consider: because it's so closely related to Vast, it still retains some of the original's quirks. Now, for one, the game can actually take longer than its build, especially with new players. And this is in part because of the asymmetry of the game that makes it hard to teach. Each of the roles is different, and the understanding of one role is hard to apply to a different role. However, you do need to understand the roles because the game relies on players self-regulating. You don't only need to work on winning, but you have to understand how the other roles function so you can stop them from winning first. And because the roles are so similar to the original Vast, for example, the paladin is basically the knight, the skeletons are the goblins, the spider is the dragon, and so on, it ends up feeling more like a variant of the original game than a whole new game. And if you love minis, you should realize that the base game only has minis for the basic roles. So if you want minis for other things such as the webs, the eggs, and the treasure chests, you'll need the Haunted Hallways expansion. So, in summary, it is mainly a new variant of Vast, which shares the novel asymmetry and the resultant complexity of the original. It works best when all of the roles are involved, but know that that can lead to a long, complex game. And like before, it has great art, now has minis, although mini completionists will want to look into the expansion to get the rest of the minis. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.